The College Basketball Experience and NBA Gambling Podcast crossover edition of the TBT preview and picks for Tuesday, July 23rd on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is giving away $15 million in Best Ball Mania 5. Sign up today with the promo code TCESUPN for a first-time deposit offer up to $250 bonus in cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has the best AI picks and projections, and their college football products is about ready to drop. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. And welcome everybody into the College Basketball and NBA Gambling Podcast crossover edition for, I guess this would be the Sweet 16 edition of the TBT. We got 4 games on the dock tonight. We got the Lexington region featuring La Familia and Heard That. We got the Houston region with Challenge ALS and Forever Cougs. We got the Cincinnati region with TakeOver BC and the Red Rose Thunder. And we have the Butler region with Eberlein Drive and Assembly Ball. But first, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Also known as Mac Tonight. Happy hour, everybody. Got 4 good games on dock last night. Last night we split 4-4 down the middle on the board. Wasn't so hot on my locks. I'm due for a little bit of regression after going 7-1 and hitting 5 or 6 straight locks, whatever it was. But ready to get back on the saddle here tonight. We're in the Sweet 16 tomorrow. We got the other 4 games that will feature, and then we'll have a little bit of a break. So tomorrow night we got the Louisville region, that's Team DRC in the Ville. We also have unfortunately, the Pittsburgh region with Zoo Crew and Happy Valley Hoopers. We got the Dayton region with Heartfire and Carmen's Crew. And we got the Wichita region with Mass Street and Colorado. So 4 games tomorrow, 4 games tonight. Let's dive into the 4 games tonight. But first, we got to talk about the MLB Gambling Podcast. Those guys are great. They pick every single game, every single day, kind of like us over at the College Basketball Experience. So make sure you go check out those guys. They're giving out winners left and right all season long to get you through the dog days of summer. So you also want to check out the College Football Experience because they're knee-deep midway through 134 team previews. August 24th will be here before you know it. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and in the SGPN app. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to the chat. You guys are on fire. Asking about who I like. Kentucky, Louisville. They had Louisville did not cover last night. Shout out to Sideline Cancer getting me across the finish line at that +4. That was a hell of a game. DB, we will get the player props when we get to the underdog portion of it. So make sure you gear up your underdog app. And D's Nuts. Love the name. Love it. Yeah, best lock for the 7 o'clock game. We're about to preview the 7 o'clock games. And Daquan, shout out to you for always being a loyal listener. If I miss anybody, Channing Brown, cheers to you, brother. But let's get into it. We only got 4 games. We got games tipping off here in 90 minutes. And for the first game, let's go over to pulling up the app right now for the odds. We got the Eberlein Drive is taking on Assembly Ball in the Butler region. Assembly Ball, as of right now, is laying 3 over under 150.5. Minus 160 on the money line for Assembly Ball. Eberlein Drive plus 124. Eberlein Drive maybe looked good the other night against Butler. Controlled that game right from the tip. Got completely dominant team in my opinion on Sunday. They were able to make 11 out of 22 threes, really balanced attack. This is their second upset that they pulled in as many games. They beat Team Arkansas in a thriller in round number 1. Then we're able to get across the finish line by really controlling that game against Butler. On the other side, Assembly Ball was not very good in the opener against the Crew, but then in the rivalry game against Men of Mackey, they were able to kind of control that game from the get go, and really were the better team. I this game's intriguing to me. I Yogi Ferrell was 4 for 13 the other night. I didn't think he was very good. I I kind of want to lean to the favorite here. I think Assembly Ball got their scare out of the way in game number 1. I think the more and more we go deeper into the bracket, usually favors the talent, usually favors the higher seeds because they survive an upset in this one and done setting. Eberlein Drive is the more experienced team. I will say that. But I think Assembly Ball gets it done here in Indiana. I think Eberlein Drive's been a great story. They've been able to knock off the 2 and 3 seeds, but I just like the way that this Indiana team has been able to come along. They were only 7 of 30 from 3 the other night, so they didn't make shots at a high clip. I kind of think they make some perimeter shots, especially Yogi Ferrell, Holes as well. Jordan Holes, the former Hoosier, great guard. Doolittle, Gamble. I think they have enough size to wear down Eberlein Drive in their third game in 3 days. And you want to start equating for some of the depth on these teams when we get to 3 games in 5 days. So give me the favorite here. I'll lay the 3 with Assembly Ball. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, though. I think they pull away late, wear them down, and advance to. I think Philly is where they go next. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they go to Philly for the final 8. Yeah, or no, it looks like Cincinnati. No, it's Philly. So yeah, give me Assembly Ball, lay the 3. Game number 2 on the dock. Well, nobody had this one in their in their bracket because Red Rose Thunder has been the 5 seed that has just completely rolled teams. Now they did play their level of competition has not been very good. Brown Ballers, they were able to roll by 29. Then they rolled Team About a Billions by 30. On the other side, Takeover BC controlled the tempo against Xavier in round number 1. Won by 15, and then they were able to. This was a hell of a comeback because they got outplayed the other night against Team 34. Team 34 made 11 of 22 from 3, and somehow, some way, Takeover BC was able to come back and grind that game out. They are led by AJ English, who has been really good. Desi Washington was really good the other night. And Chris Crawford gave him a lift off the bench as well. I was torn on this one because, by the way, I don't think I read off the line. Red Rose Thunder's laying 2. Over under 152.5, minus 140 on the money line for Red Rose Thunder, plus 110 to take over BC. We get the 5 and 7 in Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with the dog here. I've been on this takeover BC team. I like their experience. I like that they really were able to steal that game the other night from Team 34. I think that they come out and throw the first punch. Red Rose Thunder has not played in a close game yet because their level of competition has been shit with the Brown Ballers and Team About a Billions. They've kind of controlled those games from the tip. I think if they get in a close game, I think, and I don't think Takeover BC is just going to get blown out. Give me the team that's more battle tested and more experience in this event to get it done against Red Rose Thunder here. So I'll take the dog plus 110. If you want to take the points, by the way, these games are coming right down to the wire with Elam ending. So taking +2, +2.5, whatever you can find is valuable. So give me Takeover BC and get a 7 seed to win the Cincinnati region. All right, third game. Let's go to the late window here, ladies and gentlemen. The third game on the schedule, and this is the game everybody wants to see. Kentucky in the Rupp Kentucky region. Kentucky, the 1 and 2 seeds. We've got chalk here. Kentucky is laying 3.5. La Familia. This opened at 2.5. Kentucky minus 175 on the money line, plus 135 for Marshall, 142.5. Oh, this is easy for me. I'm on Heard That. Heard That. The experienced team here. Kentucky really hasn't been battle tested. Their level of competition has not been good. Marshall was able to survive despite not playing well at all against Auburn the other day. They did not make shots like they usually do. Elmore was 3 for 13. DeAndre Kane was not very good. JP Takoto was not very good as well. I think Marshall's going to win. I think Marshall's the better roster, or not roster, but I think they're the better team in this event. They were in the Final Four last year. Yes, Kentucky does have a really good home court, but it's not vintage Rupp. It's not like we're playing in front of 18,000 crazy ass Big Blue Nation fans. There's 7 or 8,000. I think this game comes down to the wire, and I think guys like DeAndre Kane, John Elmore are able to get this thing done. They've been there, done that. They've beaten teams just as good as Kentucky in the TBT. Kentucky coming in feeling themselves winners of 2 in a row off blowouts. But like I said, the Knopf is not very good at all. Who did they play? Who was the 7 seed that they played? They were terrible. Now I will say, 305 ballers. Kentucky will have the home court, Daquan. But this is Kentucky too. You get them in a close game. They always seem to come up on the short end. Give me the Marshall guys. Give me the Heard That and the experience plus 3.5, and take some of that plus 135 on the money line, baby, to get to the Elite Eight. Heard That, baby. The final game on the dock is Team Challenge ALS. Team Challenge ALS won a thriller against Bleed Green, 66-63. They've actually won 2 thrillers. They were able to beat Program NYC for autism. They've basically stolen both games. Now they're laying 3 against the Forever Cougs. The Houston team, man, they really should have lost to Boise the other night. If you did not watch that game, they have not made shots this entire event. They were 5 for 25 from 3 in the last game. I think the game before that, 8 of like 30. But that's not really what Houston does. I think Houston's been very, very fortunate to get to where they're at. I know they're at home as well. But I think it's telling why Team Challenge ALS is laying 3, because I think they're significantly the better team here, despite being the 4th seed. Also, I love the guards for Team Challenge ALS. I think that you're getting the better roster. Darren Collinson, he's playing the NBA. Tyrese Rice has had a great career, especially in this TBT event. I'm going to lay the 3. So I'm going to lay the 3 with Team Challenge ALS. This is the debut for Forever Cougs, so I'm fading that angle. So I'm on 2 favorites and 2 dogs here tonight. And let's hit that, and then we'll do player props and give out an underdog play, and then we'll also give out my lock and dog for the night. There's only 4 games, so we're brought to you by, well, none other than Underdog Fantasy. Just launched their college football best ball product. First place wins $20,000. Plus, you can pick higher, lower, pick a challenge, an opportunity to win 325 times your entry, $15 million in prizes up for grabs. Yeah, you're going to want to use this code right above me, TCE SGPN, as I fire up my Underdog app, because we're going to give out, see what they got on the lineup for tonight. Queuing up Underdog right now. And like I said, code TCE SGPN to make sure you get your best bang for your buck. We just talked about Yogi Ferrell. Higher, 15.5 points. We think he bounces back tonight. Love me some AJ English here for team Takeover BC. Higher, 18.5 points. I think he leads them. He's been their horse so far this tournament. And then in the nightcap, I like higher for Darren Collinson in the championship. Actually, let's go Tyrese Rice. Higher than 11.5. He was 3 for 13 the other night. And then John Elmore, higher than 11.5. He's a big time player. He's going to make shots in it at a high clip. DeAndre Kane will set him up. That's 10-1 over at Underdog. And make sure you use the code right above my head, TCESGPN, so you get your best bang for your buck. They give out half a point, half a pitch, basically give you a free winner to pair with 2 or 3 of those, and you can get an even bigger payout. So special pick, first time deposit offer up to $250 bonus in cash. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Game Time. If you want to get over to one of these games, we'll use Game Time, baby. Game Time is the absolute best. Inflation's at an all-time high. Tickets are expensive. We'll get on over there to Game Time so that you can get your best bang for your buck. They'll show you exactly where you're sitting, send it right to your phone. You don't have to print your tickets. All you got to do is worry about getting to the game, getting a cold one, and getting a hot dog, and boom, you're ready to go. Game Time gets you covered. But you got to use a promo code SGPN to get $20 off your first purchase so that you can get that best deal off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code SGPN, $20 off. Download the Game Time app. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Okay, we are back. All right, so 4 games. Let's go a lock and a dog. I guess we could do a parlay too. My lock. Where do I want to go for my lock? Challenge ALS. Lay the 3 in the late window. That I like their backcourt, like their team. Battle tested, much more proven track record in this event. And the teams that they beat Bleed Green, beat NYC Autism, much better path than the Forever Cougs, and they got the better guard. So lay the 3 with Challenge ALS. And for my dog, give me Heard That plus 135 on the money line to get it done in Rupp against the Kentucky team. We've seen this. We've seen Kentucky come up short in these one and done postseason events. So give me Heard That, gets it done. John Elmore, DeAndre Kane, they get it done in prime time. For my parlay, let's go. Might want to take the other side. Maybe I go the old golden sombrero 0 for 4. No, that ain't happening. Assembly ball. Let's go minus 160 on the money line. Takeover BC plus 110. Heard That plus 135. Team Challenge ALS. You take all those money lines, 12-1. 12-1. Assembly ball to win. Takeover BC to win. Heard That to win. Challenge ALS. Daquan, you're acting like Kentucky doesn't. You're acting like Kentucky doesn't choke in one and done setting all the time. Yeah, Bledsoe looks like he just got done eating at the buffet. Half these guys look like they got done eating at the buffet. They couldn't even beat West Virginia, my West Virginia Mountaineers, when they had John Wall, Boogie Cousins and company. They couldn't even get to the Final Four then. This is Kentucky, always coming up short in the postseason. They are Calipari guys, remember that. So, yeah, 4 games. Be back at you same time tomorrow night for the final 4 games in the Elite 8. So, recap, my lock, Team Challenge ALS, lay the 3, dog, Heard That, plus 135 on the money line, and my parlay, Assembly Ball, Takeover BC, Heard That, Challenge ALS, 12-1, baby. Let's go. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. Appreciate you rocking with me. Tuesday night edition. Got some coaches carousel interviews on doc. We got the head coach of the Queens Royals, Coach Leonard, as well. So yeah, I appreciate you guys making that series an option, and make sure you like, subscribe, all these channels. The NBA Gambling Podcast, we're streaming on that right now. Go check out the College Football Experience, all 134 team previews with Colby and company. College Baseball with Noah Beanick. Go check out the Main Sports Gambling Podcast with Ryan and Sean. They're starting up their NFL previews here soon. And like I said, man, I'm here every single night talking college hoops on the College Basketball Experience and a little TBT. So that's it for me, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. This is another edition of Back tonight, signing off at the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.